Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. So, I'm back with Ethereum and crypto update. So here we have Ethereum. We closed pretty much at a point area. This area right here is, I believe, is a monthly resistance that's hitting or a weekly. Once it breaks this baby's gonna fly, and that's where you're seeing this stop right here. Let me go on to the monthly, weekly, monthly. Yeah, that's a monthly right here. That's a monthly resistance on Ethereum at 4,287 and change. 3 monthly wise, we beat already. So just the fact that in the 3 month, this was your first, so people would have seen maybe monthly wise or weekly wise, they would have been paying attention to that, and said, hey, once we get over here in the 4,000, that's when we're gonna be more bullish or whatnot. But to me, the really area to concentrate was a 3 monthly, because if in the 3 monthly you've been close in that same area for a long time since 20 October of 2021, and we're currently breaking that area right now, and we closed this month, happened to close this month there, and along with how Bitcoin was looking, the market, that's why I believe like we're gonna continue on up. The next area to pay attention to was this weekly trend line that's been on. That's been right there. Yes, it's right there. That's been going on since right here. Stretch it out. I believe it's Ethereum or Bitcoin. Monthly, yeah, weekly. The weekly was right there. There you go. Okay, yeah, it goes from right here. You stretch it out, it goes here, and it goes right here. So this to me right here, and again, this with another kind of a 3 candle box, but this to me right here, it was right in front of the weekly trend line, or right under the weekly trend line. You seeing where, if you see where SPX was at, have you seen where Bitcoin was at, have you seen how everybody's now been saying to buy Ethereum? And so you got Tom Lee, which used to be JP Morgan financial advisor, creating his own platform, been talking about how they used to advise JP Morgan to buy 2% of crypto Bitcoin back in 2018. Now he's very bullish on Ethereum, and now you're seeing Ethereum push way too high, whereas Bitcoin just been staying there for a while, whatnot. I also said to pay attention. Oh, my bad. Time and date too. There's a time and date. Arizona time. Also, I said to pay attention. Oh, that was Ethereum, dumbass. No, it was No, it was Ethereum. It was Ethereum. Anyways, the next one was Bitcoin. So look, in the daily for Bitcoin, or 12 account. Oh yeah, daily. There it goes. I told you guys here. Right here we have 3 candle box strategy. The first one will give you your resistance. The second one will give you your support, and then the third one you pay attention to depending what time frame is at. Since this was the daily, you would pay attention more towards the end of this, which is anywhere from 1 p.m. from 1 to 5, because we close crypto at 5 p.m. Arizona time. If we get back in here and close anywhere inside or right underneath it, I said if we close underneath it, pay attention to the next 2 hours after that, because what happened is traders, people that know how to read these graphs, they'll say, or they'll be looking at a forward candle, a certain candle, it won't make it got rejected underneath the Fibonacci, we're gonna start going down. Maybe you also see Ethereum weak or whatever, but you go based on that and you start panic selling. Then here comes the market, and all of a sudden it reverses, and now it's shooting up even higher while you were tripping because we're about to break support and we're coming to the end of a forward candle. It didn't, blah 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 blah, and it got rejected, and it created a double top, and all these red flags that you tell yourself why the market is now gonna retrace on down. And I told you guys this would happen, and put my indicator back on. Even my indicator showing me where the support is at. So as long as we're near this, in reality, as long as we're above this, is the 1 hour 2 hour candle, we're still bullish. I'm gonna put my bullshit back on. So there's that box. There's daily too. See this box right here? You see I didn't close inside and it closed barely underneath it. I told you guys that it wasn't gonna come down here and test anything, none of these, because so what I do is I have the automatic Fibonacci in the background. What I pay attention to is every time frame, but only 50% of that Fibonacci on every time frame, because I know that's really key. The higher you go in the time frame, the higher that 50% Fibonacci is really important, and the stronger it is. So since it's coming from the bottom side, I know that since it's a daily and this is a 50 Fibonacci, it was going to be hard to pass. The fact that it was forming a 3 candle box right underneath it, and we're on a weekend and we're very bullish, and Ethereum's flying, I told you guys that even if you close underneath it, pay attention because we might then just come up and keep on pushing up. And then you're gonna it's all works together. It's all working together. Then you gotta see Ethereum. So you see how Ethereum's hitting this, I believe it's a monthly. Have it right here. If we break this, we flying. Go for the week. Let me take all my bullshit off, you guys. Zoom in, go to the 4-hour candle. So look, all-time high is right here. We got 2 monthly resistance to break and 2 weeklies. The first one is right here. This purple line, it represents a monthly resistance, because if you go to the monthly, you see how close right there? So I mark it off. So in the future, as the market goes up, I know that we're gonna have trouble passing through this. And as you can see, look how the candles are reacting. And I also say in my videos that once Ethereum gets to this section, we're gonna have a hard time breaking this, because just imagine this, it's like a hard, invisible concrete floor that's just drilling and drilling, trying to make holes and go through. It's not cracking. So I say that's gonna be a little trouble. But either way, it's still bullish, and it's expected to come down, retrace this area right here. But notice how as Ethereum is having this push on down, there's a 1-hour candle. As Ethereum's going down, you see Bitcoin pumping up, right? Because again, you see the difference. You guys see then Ethereum, once you guys should see, we close at 9 o'clock, the 4-hour candle. So you should see this Ethereum. You should see Ethereum recover. Let me shake something real quick. Yeah, there and there. So either Ethereum's gonna come down here. Ethereum's gonna come down here. And if we close here at 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock, right? 9. It's 9 o'clock. Yeah, 9 to 1. Yeah, 1. And then if we come down here at 10, then from 10 to 1, we're gonna go up again and try again. And then you're gonna see Bitcoin keep on pumping once Ethereum keeps on pumping up again. That's if we drop to this area. And Bitcoin shouldn't drop that much. Even if Ethereum goes down here to the section, Bitcoin's gonna hold. And once Ethereum stops, if it closes here at 10, which is 4,197, we're gonna create support here. And then from 9 to 1, we're gonna try to pass and break up here again. Anyways. And if we don't, from right here, we're going to create support again and start going back and close here 10. And then from 9, my bad. I keep getting confused with the S&P 500. S&P 500 closed at 10 p.m. for the 4-hour candle. And crypto does at 9 p.m. So anyway, so 9 p.m. you see breaking up here, or trying to, from 9 to 1, break through this again. Regardless, you guys, the area that we want to pay attention to is this right here. As long as we stay here, which we most likely are, we're still bullish. Bitcoin's telling you, hey, now that Ethereum's, taking a break, I'm gonna take over. And then once I hit a little resistance, Ethereum's gonna start falling maybe a little bit. Bitcoin's gonna start falling somewhere here, because it's also breaking a 12-hour candle 50 Fibonacci. If you go to the daily, see it right there. So, but since I have all this mess around, I know I can't see it, so I like marking it down with these circles with the 50 on it, letting me know, hey, that's gonna be a strong area to pass, and if we start breaking it, it's a buying signal for sure. So you see how unexpected that was, where you see just Bitcoin just making you feel like it's gonna drop, and all of a sudden it catches you off guard. Anyways, I'm gonna try to make this short. You should see Bitcoin and Ethereum pushing it up throughout the nighttime. By 1 o'clock, Bitcoin should either be halfway inside here, which is 118,358, or we're gonna be hitting this peak up here, 118,916, this area right here. Unless we get some sort of tweets tomorrow by Trump that could then make Bitcoin and Ethereum retrace on down enough where, again, traders or whoever were in these trades of longing Bitcoin, Ethereum are gonna get wrecked because of whatever tweet that Trump or somebody tweeted. But besides that, we should be bullish this whole night. By Sunday, 5 in the morning or 9 in the morning, we should be up here. We should be here in this price inside these boxes. Alright, you guys, but I don't want to make this too long, so I'll just come back later and update you guys. But if you guys don't understand what I'm talking about, a 3-candle strategy box, go watch my other videos. I was explaining this, how it's gonna break out. Appreciate you guys for the new subscribers, for the people liking, commenting. I'm doing this phone thing first because I noticed that going live on the computer wasn't really getting me no traction or nothing or views. even though some people are watching. But going live on the phone, for some reason, there's more interaction, even though I don't interact with you guys because I'm so focused on getting this shit through to you as quick as possible. But I appreciate you guys, and I'll keep you guys updated with crypto, right? This is time and date, and I'll see you guys later.